Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me in today's daily market review on the 25th of February. And this is Mohammed Yaoud, Head of Market Research at CJC Markets in the MENA region. Let's have a quick look on the charts to know what we are expecting through the day, especially after a stronger US session for yesterday. We did have a brilliant move to the upside on the Dow Jones, reaching new all-time highs at 32,000 points. So let's check the charts. What does the technical analysis tell us? Please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, and let's start by having a quick look on the US dollar index, which is basically not so positive since yesterday. We did have this move to the upside. However, on the 30 minutes time frame, we have been rejecting this support level twice. However, every time we have been creating a lower high. This means that we don't have this much bullish power from those key support levels at around 90 points. So what I'm basically looking for today is a break to the downside. I need to see something like this, a break, a confirmed retest, and then a continued move to the downside on the US dollar index. This is especially after what we heard yesterday or two days before, the last 2 days, what we heard from Jerome Powell in the US Senate, talking about the Fed is not thinking about any tapering in the future or on the short term. So we are expecting more money, we are expecting more easing. So this basically means a weaker dollar. So this support level technically is not so strong at the moment. We have been creating two lower highs, and from the technical or from the economic view, the fundamental view, it says that the dollar is expecting more weakness on the short to medium term. So it would be great if during today's session we do have a confirmed break below 89.92, so we will be able to continue the move to the downside, and that's for the that's for the US dollar index. On the opposite side, we have the same on the euro dollar. We did reject this resistance zone. However, we did manage to create a higher low, which basically means that the seller here or the bearish traders here around this resistance 1.2175 that we have been highlighting during this week is not so strong. So what we are expecting during the day is the opposite. We need a confirmed break to the upside above the resistance, which ends at 1.2190. This should be a trigger for more bullish control on the euro dollar to extend more gains on the short term. Regarding the pound dollar, it's basically moving in a sideways range. We mentioned that this resistance 1.4240 is basically a very strong resistance on the daily and the weekly time frame. So basically we're not able to go above this resistance zone at the moment. However, it doesn't mean that we should have a pullback. I'm expecting a sideways range on the pound dollar with a low at around 1.4082 and the high of 1.4240. We will be watching the pound dollar between those two levels. Any break to the upside should continue the move, especially after breaking this whole resistance point. However, the easiest path of least resistance is breaking below 1.4082. That's for the pound dollar. Regarding the dollar CAD, we are still trading in the same weekly resistance that we did highlight. However, it seems that we are having more momentum to the downside. So on the very short term, talking about today, we're expecting more losses on the dollar CAD, especially as long as we are trading below 1.2598 or roughly 1.26. That is the key level on the dollar CAD. So as long as we are trading below that level, we're expecting more losses to the downside on the dollar CAD, which also should be supported by a weaker dollar in case we did close below 89.92, and a stronger crude oil, which we can see we are able to create a new high at around 63.65. The US oil is basically so positive at the moment. We're having a brilliant move to the upside. So on the 30 minutes time frame, what I'm looking for during the day is a confirmed break or a higher high above 63.65. on the US crude oil, so we'll be able to have more positive moves to the upside. And all the eyes are basically waiting for the OPEC Plus meeting on the 4th of March. But until then, we will be watching any announcements from OPEC members. But so far, the oil is so positive and has more potential to the upside after creating a higher high above 63.65. Let's have a check on the gold trading, which is basically bearish from those levels. We did have a break below both moving averages 50 and 200. We did have a retest which failed to hold above moving averages, so we are heading lower. And on the 4-hour time frame, we rejected the 50 moving average, and we are also heading lower. The first target for today's trading is basically 1785, which is the key level that we have been talking about previous week. Once we confirm a break below 1785, we will be heading lower to the previous week low. Basically, let's check what will happen, because technically the dollar index should be going lower, the gold should be going lower. They are in moving, or the technical view is moving with each other, which doesn't make sense fundamentally. So we will watch the dollar. What will the dollar do around the support level 90, and what will the gold trading do around this point 1785? One of them should fail and the other should break to the downside. And that's for the gold trading. Let's have another last look on the Dow Jones, which is basically very bullish, very supportive, or it has more potential to the upside. On the 4-hour time frame, a brilliant move to the upside. This is nothing more than a sideways correction. It might extend to the downside. However, after this correction ends, we are targeting more potential gains to the upside to have new all-time highs, and that's for the Dow Jones. During the day, we are positive on the Dow Jones. So that was all for today's video. Thank you very much for catching up with me. We will meet up again tomorrow in tomorrow's daily market review. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe.
CJC Markets is a leading global financial institution that has granted a derivatives issuer license issued by the Financial Markets Authority New Zealand. CJC Markets has a wide range of products, latest technology platform, and eminent customer service. CJC Markets offers superior execution, competitive spreads, and low transaction costs. CJC Markets. Smart trading, smart life.